In last video, we have discussed about Venus in the 10th house of the horoscope. In this video, we are going to talk about what happens when you have Mars in the 10th house of the Vedic Astrology birth chart. So keep watching. Namaste and welcome to Pramanik Astrology channel. I'm your host Prasad Mahazani. Help you raise your vibrations and become your true self with the help of Vedic Astrology. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. You'll be getting Vedic astrological videos just like this one. And these videos will help you go further, faster into Vedic astrological studies. If you have any question, add me on Instagram at Pramanik Astrology. If you have any question, you can also add your questions into the comment section of the relevant YouTube videos. I read all the comments and I try to reply to almost all the comments. Mars in the 10th house of the horoscope. Before we talk about Mars in the 10th house of the horoscope, what is Mars? Mars is your life force. Mars is the vitality, your physical strength. Mars literally means your blood. Mars is your enterprising skills. Mars is about your ability to initiate. It's your ability to fight. It's your ability to fight back. War, competition, aggression can also be seen with Mars. Mars is your passion. Mars is a disciplined soldier. So he has all the qualities of the soldier. Mars is the soldier of the sun. Sun is the king in the celestial cabinet, and Mars is the commander-in-chief of the celestial army. So he is the one who takes the initiative, who attacks, who goes and attacks onto the enemies. He is the fierce and disciplined soldier. He is fearless and aggressive and passionate. Now this Mars is coming into the 10th house of the horoscope. What is 10th house? The 10th house is your highest achievement. 10th house is the house of karma, about the things you do. You are known by the things you do. Whatever you do, you will be known by your deeds. Your karmas will create your identity in this material world. 10th house is the house of your highest material achievement. 10th house is the house of your karma. 10th house is the house of open sky. First house is the house of eastern horizon. It's the time, the Rashi at your eastern horizon. So first house is your eastern horizon. 7th house is your western horizon. 4th house is the Netter. Netter is the area just below your feet. And Zenith is the 10th house. It is the area just above your head. So all the planets, when come to the 10th house, becomes visible. So they give good results. 10th house is the house of public life, fame, success, authority. All these can be seen with the 10th house. 10th house is the house right above your head, and hence it shows the public life. It shows your visibility. It shows your fame, authority, status can also be seen with the 10th house. 10th house is one of the important Kendra house. Along with 1, 4 and 7, 10th house is also the important Kendra house. 10th house is the Upachaya house. Upachaya literally means the house which grows with time. Upachaya houses are the houses of self-improvement. House number 3, 6, 10 and 11 are the Upachaya houses, and these are the houses which constantly grows on improving. So the disciplined, energetic planet like Mars does great job into the 10th house. Now let us look at what happens when you have Mars in the 10th house of the horoscope as a combined effect of Mars in the 10th house. The planet of energy coming into the house of work. So these people are extremely workaholic. These people like to work. And they have the energy and physical strength to take their work to the next level. So these people are constantly improving to the skills they have and in their work area or their career. So they'll be constantly working to improve themselves in the work area. The planet of competition comes into the house of career and work. 10th house, Mars loves to be in the 10th house. 10th house is a wide open competitive space. Everybody is there to compete. If you don't compete and win, you'll be out of the race. You'll be no more in the race. And Mars doesn't like to lose. He has the strength, he has the energy, he has the enthusiasm, and he has the mindset to win over their enemies. And when Mars comes into the 10th house, he loves it. Now it's wide open competition and he loves this competitive environment. Now he can operate with its highest potential and with the relevant significations. In the natural horoscope, 10th house is ruled by Saturn, which is the original sign of the exaltation of the Mars. Mars gets exalted into the sign of Capricorn, which is unstoppable workaholic sign of Saturn, which resonates well with Mars. So Mars gives great results into the 10th house. He gets the strength into the 10th house. The planet of entrepreneurship comes into the house of the work and the public life. So these people are often seen as a public speaker or maybe motivational speaker who are inspiring people, just like Tony Robbins, Gary Vee, just like the people we talked about into the Mars in the 9th house, the inspiration and the energy. You can expect the same with the business aspect of it. These are the people who will demonstrate others, will motivate others to rise in life. They will help others to rise in life as well. With their energy, with their physical strength, they are extremely inspiring. The planet of passion comes into the house of the Upachaya house of work and career. 10th house is all about the things you do. And Mars likes to do things passionately. Mars is not the dull planet. He is energetic. Sometimes it can bring in the best of the results when it comes to doing something. Because the passion is the only thing which keeps us going when nothing is happening for us. From the 10th house, Mars aspects 3 houses. Mars has 3 special aspects. Mars can aspect 4th house from itself, 7th house from itself, and 8th house from itself. We have to count the house Mars placed in. So let's count it for the Mars in the 10th house. So when Mars is into the 10th house, it will aspect 4 places from itself, like 10th, 11th, 12th, and 1st. So Mars will aspect Ascendant. Now Mars is impacting your personality as well. 1st house is your physical body as well as your orientation towards the life, your perspective to look at the life. Now the person with the 10th house Mars, when it aspects the 1st house, it is not only placed into the house of the work, now it is also aspecting the house of your physical body and yourself. Now this person becomes even more intense, even more energetic, enthusiastic, and who is ready to take on, who is ready to initiate, who is ready to start something. He is the one who has the greatest enthusiasm to start new business, to start new initiative. He is always ready to start. Ascendant is also the house of your physical body. So all the martial capacities can also be seen with the person having 10th house Mars. Like he will be energetic, passionate, disciplined, and a go-getter. From the 10th house, Mars aspects the 4th house of the horoscope with the 7th aspect. Where comes the 7th aspect? 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 7th aspect. Now, when Mars aspect the 4th house of the horoscope, what it does is 10th house is the house of your father and 4th house is the house of your mother. the planet of the argument, the planet of the energy, passion, competition, all these significations, the planet Mars is aspecting from the 10th house to the first house, to the fourth house. Now, here it becomes quite uncomfortable. Mars doesn't like to sit at home. If you put Mars in a kitchen, he will get bored. He doesn't like to be into the fourth house. He wants to go out on the battlefield and thrash their enemies, to take on the new initiatives, would like to go on to win new territories, to conquer new territories. That's what Mars likes to do. But here Mars gets uncomfortable because now it is energizing. Now he's putting his energy in the home environment, which is quite uncomfortable. The planet of argument, aggression is coming into the house of your nourishment and private life and mother. So what it shows is the person will have arguments with his mother, or it is also possible that he has a very disciplined mother, which in his initial life, during the childhood, the fourth house area, he is not comfortable with, or maybe he is having an argument with his mother. Now the discipline which his mother has installed in him is now helping him to grow into the jungle, to win into the jungle, to compete into the 10th house area of work where nobody cares about other people. To be frank, I want to win. I don't care about what happens to the other people, is what 10th house. Now this discipline helps this person to win. From the 10th house, Mars aspects the 5th house of the horoscope with the 8th aspect. What is the 5th house? 5th house is the house of your children. 5th house is the house of your education, is about the politics, is about the strategies you do, is about the hobbies. When Mars aspects the 5th house from the 10th house, what it shows is the person will bring in the passion to follow his hobbies or passions. Now the planet of passion is coming and aspecting the house of hobbies. This person does great into the creative field because the planet of passion is aspecting your hobby. Now he can take his hobbies to the next level and can take them professionally as well. This person will be extremely disciplined about his children. You have to get up early. You have to take the workout seriously. You have to do this. He will put in the discipline to his children with respect to the physical activities. The person with the Mars in the 10th house is a great strategist. These people can make the strategies which will help them to win into the 10th house. They will have the greatest of the strategies because 5th house is the house of strategy and Mars is the planet of the energy, initiation and war, competition, aggression, passion and independence as well. When Mars is debilitated into the 10th house, it rules the 2nd house and the 7th house. 2nd house is the house of finances and 7th house is the house of your partner. And now it is into the 10th house, debilitated. Okay. Debilitation is just the one part of it, and Moon, the sign of debilitation, is the friend of Mars. And we have to look at the six-folded strength of the Mars and not just the debilitation and exaltation. We should not come to the conclusion with just one element, no matter how profound you see that element. Doesn't matter if you have Mars exalted or debilitated. It doesn't matter. What if you have Mars exalted into the 10th house? Wow, it should be great. No, it need not be great. You have to look for the conjunctions, aspects, placement of other planets, the lordship of the Mars. Let's talk about the lordship of the Mars. Mars, when is exalted into the 10th house, rules the 8th house of the horoscope and the first house of the horoscope. So the first house is Aries and 8th house is Scorpio, and Mars is into the 10th house. Now the Lord of 8th is going into the 10th house. It creates the Panchamahapurush Yoga, wherein you will have a Mars in the sign of exaltation or in its own sign in the Kendra 1, 4, 7, 10. So it creates that Mahapurush Yoga called Ruchak Yoga. But it need not give you the best of the results, or it can give you the best results. It depends upon so many other things. You have to look at the six-folded strength of the planet. You also have to look at the agenda of the planet. What is the agenda of the planet in your chart? You also have to look for the conjunctions, nakshatra, aspects, exchange. You also have to look for the Dhana Yogas, Arishta Yogas, Raj Yogas, and all these on the background of Vimshottari Mahadasha, if not a couple more Mahadashas like Charadasha, Yogini Dasha, but at least on the background of Vimshottari Mahadasha. And when you will look at this, then you can come to the conclusion that yes, we can. And when you will analyze the chart to this extent, you won't have the same approach to deal with exaltations and debilitation. And you will soon realize that it is not only about the exaltation and debilitation. There are many more things to look at. Okay. So yes, this was Mars in the 10th house, as much as I could hold, grasp and share with you guys. If you are starting into Vedic astrology, go to my YouTube channel, go to the playlist section and start exploring the fascinating world of Vedic astrology. But I would recommend to start your journey with how to get started into Vedic astrology playlist, or 12 Ascendants playlist, or planets through houses playlist, sending you tons of positive energy, sending you high vibrations. See you in the next videos. Love and peace.